my wife had a secret family in the house next door. I am a 31-year-old man, and my wife and I had been married for 5 years. About 6 months ago, the house next door was sold. A woman and her teenage son moved in. We waved a few times, but never really talked. Almost immediately, I noticed something weird. My wife kept finding reasons to go next door. She'd say she was borrowing sugar, returning a package, or helping them with something. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then one day I came home from work early. My wife wasn't home, so I checked our security cameras. She had walked into the neighbor's house 3 hours earlier. I figured they were just talking. Then I zoomed in. She walked in without knocking. She had her own key. The next day, I introduced myself to the neighbor. She looked confused and said, "Oh, you're her husband? You're her husband?" That immediately set off alarm bells. We started talking. She admitted my wife had told her we were divorced and that I was just renting a room until I moved out. I was stunned. Then the teenage boy walked into the room. He looked exactly like my wife, same eyes, same smile. The neighbor quietly admitted he was my wife's son. She had given birth before we met and secretly stayed involved in his life for years. But instead of telling me the truth, she created an entirely fake story and kept them hidden, literally next door. When I confronted my wife, she broke down crying and admitted everything. She said she was terrified I'd leave if I found out she had a child before we met. But instead of telling me, she rented the house next door for them so she could see them every day without me knowing. I asked how long she'd been planning this. She said almost a year. Now both of our families are begging me to forgive her because she only lied because she was scared. I told them the problem isn't that she had a child. The problem is that she built an entire second life 20 feet away from our house. Was I wrong for filing for divorce?